this is Brooke.
And this is Christina.
And this is the Brooke
And Christina Show.
Alright then. Today we're going to talk about our retarded, virtually awesome insiders.
They're pretty.
There's like 3 boards full of them in my room.
Yeah.
It's kind of
We have a lot of adventures together.
Yeah.
Like, for example, one of them, we were in her house and we were cooking cake. But she has
pots and pans in my oven and like bowls, and she didn't know she thought I took them out already, so she turned the oven, and then we opened it. It was like on fire. She's like, "Oh my God, girl, freeze!" And sprayed it, and the mom was like coming inside the house
because we saw her mom walking past the window. We're like, "Get the Febreze so she doesn't smell it." And the whole floor was wet. So I jumped on the floor and I was like, "Spread it around." It was so funny.
Yeah, my mom had cleaned it up. And she was like, that was the weight of a good bowl. I was like, blame her. And then after that, I was eating yogurt. Remember after that we were eating yogurt, I took a picture, like,
yeah.
I was yogurt. That was like the coolest picture ever.
Oh, there's another one where me and Christina were talking. I was like, what color should I paint my nails? And she's like, I don't know. But one time I was in the store and I saw this nail polish and
it says ready to eat.
Yeah, and she was like, and you can eat it. And I was like, I don't think that's possible, Christina. And she's like, but I saw it. It says eat it. You can eat it. And I was like, you go buy that nail polish and eat it, and let's see what happens. We made a video like a really long time ago, and I like tackled her to the floor.
Oh my God, my phone. The one on my phone.
Yeah, and she was like.
That was like the best one, because the first time we met, we started making retarded videos on my phone, and then we were just like tackle each other and punch each other, like pretend we were hitting each other, and then she was dragging me, smothering me, and now I hear, and and 10 minutes later you hear,
because I was telling her what to do for the rest of the video, and so it was like really quiet, and then she was just like,
that's so funny.
And back then she used to always say your mom, and so now. And we were talking one time, and I was like, well, this and this, and then she goes, yo, mama, and I was like, that's new. And she's like, yeah, I know, I'm trying something out.
And she was drinking Coke, and then there's like a little bit left, and there's like, you know, like how there's like space. Well, it looked like a zebra. She was like, my shit looks like a zebra. I was like, your bottom looks like a zebra. And she's like,
I still saw that coming.
One time we were going to the carnival, and then for her school, and then with my brother, Carlos, my brother's friend, and me and her on the back seat. We were talking about carnivals, and Carlos didn't say anything. He was like, oh man, yeah, we're like, carnivals, yeah! And then we stopped talking about that, and we started talking about the beach or something for like 10 minutes, and Carlos out there goes, I love the carnival! I was just like, pretty late, buddy. Boom shakalaka, boom shakalaka, boom, shakalaka, boom, shakalaka, boom. We used to say that all the time.
Yeah, that used to be our password to get in our fort.
Yeah. Oh my God! Okay, one time my sister was sleeping over, so was she, and then they fell asleep, so we made a fort. We started throwing stuffed animals at them, and we started wetting paper towels and sticking them to them. And then to the password to get in the fort was boom shakalaka.
Yeah.
Bounce guama.
Bounce guama.
Bounce guama.
And we ran out of stuffed animals, so I would run to the bathroom and get a wet paper towel, and I was like, beware! And it stuck to the wall, and I was like, how are we gonna get that down now? Way to go, Christina. She's like, I'm not the one who threw it. And I'm like, man. Good times.
And one time when she was sleeping over, like the first time, where my brother was watching a movie, it was like Step Up or something like that. I don't know. And then she yawned and turned, and she fell through the hole between the wall of my brother's bed. And she was like stuck there for 10 minutes. I was like cracking up. And then she was like, are you comfortable? And I was like, are you comfortable? She's like, no, help me. I was like, oh, yeah, okay. And one point, like, dinner's ready. And you're like, oh, fuck, come on, get out.
There was another one where I was dating my ex-boyfriend, and I was like, you know, a lot of people, when they're going out, want to go to, like, a scary movie. But if I did that, I would be on top of it, clawing at his face, being like, he's going up in the closet! No! And he'd be like, this is so not how I planned on eating it out.
No, not aquí. Not aquí. See?
Really? Look at my girl business. And there's another one, her grandma was talking.
Oh! Which
Which one should I tell? The one where you're like, well, that's because you're...
Okay.
Or the marker one.
Okay, I'm telling you both. Okay.
No, I would tell the marker one.
You said the marker one. Okay. She was sleeping over. No, she was over at my house, like always. And then, she, like, the girl was saying something. I don't know what she was saying. I didn't feel like listening. And I was like, I have no idea what she said. And she was like, me neither. I was like, that's because they're Brooke.
I was like, it's because I'm white, isn't it? And I was sleeping over her house, and it was like 7 in the morning. She passed out. And, I was just sitting on the floor. Like, we didn't pull the bed under her bed out. So I was just sitting on the floor on the computer. And her grandma comes in and was like, and I was like,
because there was markers on the floor because she was drawing.
yeah, and she said something in Spanish, and I don't speak Spanish.
So she was pointing at the bed, but look, she was pointing at the markers.
And I was like, yeah, I'm gonna go clean up those markers. And then I asked Christina what she said the next day, and then
She said that, pull up the bed and go to sleep.
and I was like, oh my god! I said, yeah, I gotta clean up those markers. And her grandma looked at me like, you do that.
It's hilarious.
Oh, I remember our Coke fight. Remember we were
Oh,
in the
yeah.
kitchen? And I think she spit it out on me on accident. She was like, and I was like, did you just get Coke all over me? And she's like, and so I like slurped up some Coke and kept it in the straw and I threw it at her. Like I spit it out at her. And she was like, ew! So we had like 3 hours of Coke fight.
Yeah, we had to clean it up after that. It was terrible.
Yeah, it was pretty funny.
One time when I tripped. What is it? A trap?
Oh,
One time we were in my room, I was talking to her. I don't know what the frick I was talking about, but and then I tripped on something. I was like, where's the ow? And she was like, what? I was like, I tripped. She's like, where did you come up with that? I was like, give me your mouth.
oh, there's another one where we were in the kitchen and her stepdad was like giving her a lecture or something, and I was just sitting there like, and Christina had a napkin and the candle was it, and she was going like this with the napkin over the flame, and it caught on fire, and she was like, oh my god, and threw it in the sink. It was like, it could. Her stepdad didn't even notice, and he's like staring right at her, and he's like, and I'm just like,
That's the funniest one. Yeah, I was gonna burn my friend's picture, but I forgot.
yeah. Oh, there was another one where,
Oh, okay, there was one, I kept on getting my words mixed up. So I like hit my elbow. I was like, oh, my chin, my rib, whatever this thing is. She was like at her elbow. I was like, that thing. Yeah, that.
there's another time where her stepsisters and me and her were in the kitchen, and it was like really hot outside. We were outside for like 3 hours. We were just like, oh my god, it's so hot. Christina took a piece of ice. It was like, and her sister was like, and had a piece of ice, and she threw it at Christina, and Christina was like, whoa, dude, whoa, what's up? And so we all just started throwing ice at each other, and that's when she had a table over there, and it knocked something over, and her stepdad came out and was like, what are you guys doing?
I was getting yelled by him, so yeah.
And then there's this chair, and it was leaking, and whenever someone sat on it, it started to leak more, and her stepdad came out and was like, who spilled Coke on the floor? We're like, that's not Coke.
And I started yelling at him. I was like, that's not Coke. Because it's been outside and there was like water that sucked into the chair. So when you sit on it, water comes out. But it was so dirty that it looks like Coke. And I was like yelling at him, and Mom comes out like, she's right. He's like, oh, I'm sorry. I was like, apology now, I've stepped in. I walk outside. I was so mad at him.
He made me leave that day.
Yeah, he like kicked her out. I was like,
I'll be right back.
it's all good.
It's all good.
What else?
What else? Oh, this was really funny. We were in Burger King one time with Christina's friend Rebecca, me and Christina, and we were just walking there, and we were in Burger King, and I was drinking my Coke Icy, and I was like choking, and then she was like, and I was like, in the picture, I was like dying, and she's just taking pictures of me. And then we got like this little ticket thing, and we scratched it off, and it said 1 free apple pie. And we were all like, none of us like apple pie, so we ordered it, and Christina's like, what are we gonna do with this? And then I was like, and me and Rebecca were like, you should throw it in the back of that guy's truck, because it was